Alright, here we are back at the monitor to reinstall our power supply board, test it all out. First thing you want to do is plug that power cable back into the CPU board. And the next thing is going to be to plug in the speakers back into the amplifier. And then we can go ahead and mount the power supply board. And you don't want to forget that one that we took out on the controller board so we can plug the power cable in. Alright, now I want to make sure that you put all your screws in. Some of these screws are used to ground the board to the chassis, so you do want to make sure that you put all the screws back in when you're reassembling the unit. Now we'll just flip it back over. You need to grab the signal cable. Plug it back in and put your tape back on it to make sure that it's not going to move very much. You need to poke your backlights through the little holes and plug them back in. Now I can lift the assembly up. Now I'm going to put the screws on each end, put them back in place. Rotate it over. Put the other two screws in. Okay. Now we can go ahead and test it without putting the rest of the plastics on, just to make sure that we are up and running. So you want to apply power to it, and we will apply video to it. Now we want to apply video signal. Turn on our PC. We're getting the no signal, and now we're getting a signal from the PC. So we've repaired the monitor. Now that we know that it works, we can go ahead and disconnect the power and disconnect the signal, and go ahead and reassemble the unit. To do that, we're going to put our back in place. And make sure that you have all of the wires where they're not binding, and they're going to go to the back of the power control box. One speaker on each side. power cable up. And set the monitor down. Make sure our power cable or power control is in the center. We'll re-put that small screw. Then we can put the front back on. It just presses around. And now we're ready to put the stand back on and put the monitor back into service.